Good day, everyone. Terilee Harrison here with another episode of Let's Talk Networking. I am joined with the incredible Irene Santineer coming in to us from the UK. Good morning, Irene. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. It's early Sunday morning. Thank you for my wake-up call. It was just what I needed today. So yeah, thank you. I'm good.
Yes, it's her wake-up call. Have you had your tea yet? Have you had your tea yet?
No,
oh my goodness. Okay.
Got a glass of water. So
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm good. Water will work. Well, I am very excited to chat with Irene today, and I think that anyone of our business owner friends that watch this episode, you're going to be glad that you were tuned in today too. So if it's all right, I will introduce you, Irene, more formally. Sure. Okay, so Irene helps you increase your visibility with short explainer videos that showcase your products and services. She helps you with chatbots. She's a visibility trainer, LinkedIn trainer, digital marketer, and I didn't know this one, podcast host.
Yep, yeah, I have a podcast. It's called Raising Successful Kids. It's I haven't what's the word? It's taking a sabbatical at the moment while I'm concentrating on other stuff, but yeah, it's there, and I've had it for about 3 years now, and interviewed some really interesting guests, and yes, I love it.
Oh, awesome.
It's all about teaching, it's not about teaching kids how to be successful. It's about the idea of success, that it can be taught, or does it come from within. So yeah.
That sounds interesting. Okay, I'll have to check up some episodes. So Irene's company is Baytiger Marketing, and it says here that you're from, is it Loose, England, in the United Loose?
Yeah, I'm a loose woman.
She's a loose woman. I didn't see. I'm learning all kinds of stuff. She's a loose woman. She has a podcast. Yeah. No. Well, anyway, it's so great to have you here.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. Thank you.
Yes. As you know, Irene, I love it when my guests share some of their top tips that they have for business owners. And I think that everyone brings to it just a different experience, a different flavor, a different cross section of their expertise. And so I would love it if you could share some of your top strategies that you love to share with business owners. And so I know that first you say the importance of being consistent. Can you share some about that with us?
Yeah, I mean, being consistent, it sounds so easy to be consistent in whatever you're doing, and with your business, to just be consistent, but actually it's really quite difficult, I think, for some people to think about turning up every single day, think about turning up on social media every single day, think about how am I going to work on moving my business forward on a daily basis. What did I do yesterday that's going to push me forward today? And life gets in the way. People get stuck in stuff that's going on around them, so they forget that their business is also something that they have to be consistent. They're consistent with their family. They get their kids up in the morning, or they go out to see clients, or go to work if they've got another job that they're doing as well. But you have to be consistent in your business, otherwise it's just not going. It sounds so obvious, it's just not going to work. But turning up every single day, being seen on social media, offering advice, being engaging, all of those things. If you're not doing that, then you're not going to be seen. And social media is where people go to go check you out if they're doing their due diligence, or even just to find you, because that's their go-to place now. It's not. Most people have websites, yes, and they'll go check that out. But actually, the first place people will go and look is either Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or even TikTok. Wherever they feel comfortable, they'll go see if you're on there. If you're on there, they'll go follow you. If you're on there and they're following you, they'll start listening to your advice. So if you don't turn up one day, somebody else is going to jump into that space, and they'll start following them and listening to them and buying from them, and all of those things.
I think this whole thing, us going live on a Sunday is part of my commitment to go live or release a video every day for 90 days, right? And so I'm 15 days out from the end of that, and I'm trying to decide, what am I going to do? What am I going to do after this, right? Do I continue? Do I do them Monday through Friday? Do I do them once a week, twice a week? It's so interesting, because the truth is, it's true. We don't know. We don't know.
No.
Yeah, they're looking. They are looking, and
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it. So thank you for saying that. And
yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's like you're saying, you know, you're thinking, right, 90 days, I can just about cope with 90 days, or I can cope with 30 days. But then what do I do after that? Well, if you then don't carry that on, somebody else will jump in your space, because they'll think, right, well, I'll either copy what they've done and I'll continue, because actually I quite like it. I like the buzz of it. And people will start to buy from them. They'll start to put them as the expert. And then you're playing a catch-up game, and you've got enough things to be doing without having to play catch-up too.
You know, here's the good news though. If we create the consistency, it's not that hard. Right?
No,
right.
So
that's the thing. That's the thing. We find out it's not as hard. So thank you for that for me personally. And then I'm sure that everyone, if you're thinking, oh my God, no, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. No,
you just got to do it. The hardest bit is always the first few times maybe, but definitely the first time. That's the hardest. But once you've done it, it's like, okay, I'm still breathing. I'm still here. Okay, I can do it again. And just get used to it.
So good. So good. So then number 2, this is important. Talk to us about making a plan, because some of us, we don't have a plan, or I have a plan, but let's talk about it. Yeah.
Well, it's very simple. You just have to, like in anything that you're doing, you have a plan. You know, if you say you're going out with your friends or something, let's make a plan, so otherwise it won't happen. But if you don't do that with your business, and how you're going to run your business, how you're going to get your clients, where you're going to get how you're going to do your marketing, where you're going to get your money, where's the money going to come from? You know, how is this going to be sustainable? If you don't have a plan in place, and that plan obviously changes, and you've got to make sure that you're keeping up to date with how your plan is moving along. If you don't have a plan for each section of your business, so, you know, I used to have it on the wall behind me, but I don't have it anymore. So I have it in another place, but I had columns, right? This is all the different areas of business. These are all the different aspects. What am I doing with each one of those? And I had a plan for each one. And yeah, it can be overwhelming. And if you can't do it, then get somebody else to do it for you. Get a VA or somebody who can plan that. That's their talent, is to be organized, and they can organize you. But make sure there is a plan in place, so that you're not walking in the dark and missing all the opportunities that are waiting there for you. If you plan properly, get all the ducks in a row, then you know exactly where you're going. And like I say, that can change. Those plans can change, but as long as you've got control of it, then you're moving forward, then that's only successful for you.
Okay. Yeah, I totally get you. And that's the good news, I think, is that we can revisit the plan, right? So we have the plan, and we revisit. How's it going? And do I need to revise? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, of course, it has to, because it's going to change. You know, it's very fluid, isn't it? Everything that we do is fluid, and the life of an entrepreneur is up and down, you know, like that all the time, back and forth, up and down.
Are you kidding? I didn't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's so good. That's so good. And then thank you for that, our plan. And then one of my favorites is as build relationships. So how important do you believe building relationships is?
Yeah. This is something actually that I've learned. Well, I knew it anyway, because I'm very much that sort of person. But to learn how to do relationships in a business way, so that you're not getting too personally involved in it. That's something that I learned actually from B Teams, from virtual networking, and from the organization. So it's so important. If you don't have if you don't make time to build those relationships, and then have those people that you're building relationships with, have them in the forefront. You know, I have a list. I've got a book with people's names that I'm meeting from networking, and have what they want, who they're looking for. And those are the people that are in the forefront of my mind all the time. And then I'm engaging with them on social media, you know, putting them forward for other things, whatever it might be. But the distance doesn't matter. You know, I don't have that many clients that are this side of the pond. They're mostly over in Canada, in the US. So I can still build relationships with them. I can still have them as business friends, so
Yep.
that I'm working on my relationship with them. We're working together. Everything that we're doing has that synergy, and it's been amazing at driving my business forward. Unbelievable. But taking that personal stuff out of it as well has been also really, really important. That's been a very important lesson for me to learn.
You know, my business relationships, they mean so much to me, as I know all business owners, they do, because not only are there our partners in referrals potentially, sometimes they're our clients, sometimes they're just our networking mates. But you know, they get us, and to be able to go alongside them on the journey and be able to celebrate the great stuff with them, and if they, you know, being there for someone when things aren't going as well as they thought, right? That's important too. So lifting up the people in our network too. I think it just makes it so much more joyous on the journey, if you will.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's fantastic to have been able to do that and have people to do that with me as well. I'm not very good at, well, I wasn't very good at taking that sort of praise because of the sort of temperament that I have. But being part of this community has really helped me celebrate that and think, yeah, I worked really hard for that. And I'm really appreciative of the fact that those people who I would not have met otherwise, I don't think anyway, are also taking joy in celebrating with me. That's amazing for me. I love that. I love that aspect of business, and I've really learned that over the last few years at how important that is, and the longevity of it is important too.
So much. So if there are people resonating with you, they are enjoying here. Oh no, I think Irene left. You know, guys, technology is cool, and then it's not. Hey, if you all are resonating with Irene and you would like to be able to get a hold of her, I just want to invite you to find her online. She is on LinkedIn and Facebook as Irene Santineer. You can find her at her website, Baytiger Marketing, and I know that if you reach out to her, she would love to be able to speak with you and get to know you better. So wishing you all a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow on the next edition of Let's Talk Networking.